Hi, I'm the... No, don't do that. Stop that now. Why? I'll tell you why. Hi, I'm the mama. I have 5 kids, but more on them later. For now, let's start with a disclaimer. Now that might seem kind of narcissistic, but I have my reasons. And that helps me remember why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Oh, I remember. So in order to really explain this project, I have to introduce you to the kids. So there's Thea in the purple pants. She's 8, almost 9. Then there's Kieran in the red shirt. He's 7. And there's Jaden, the redhead. He's 4. Zoe in the pink is 2.5. And Brahm is about 3 months. We call him Da Bomb. So clearly life is never boring. But boring and monotonous are 2 different things, and my life can be very monotonous. So that brings me back to the reason I'm doing this. As I said, reason number 1, breaking up the monotony. There is a bit of a catch though. See, I have this little problem. I seem to be convinced that if everybody would just change the way I tell them to change, that there would be no problems with anybody or anything. I know that's ridiculous. Also, well, I like to tell people what to do. I'm sure that if everybody would listen to me and take my advice, then the world would be perfect. That's just as ridiculous. This seems to be a hard lesson for me to learn, so new with 2012, I've set myself some guidelines. The first is simply a reminder that... And secondly, I've made myself a rule. And that rule is... Zoe's joined me. She's going to help me tell you about the difference between giving advice and sharing experience. It's a very fine line. I can tell you what I do in a very bossy way, which amounts to the same thing. Oh, are you going? Okay. Which amounts to the same thing as giving advice, or I can simply share my experience as my experience. And it's a fine line to walk, but I want to learn to walk it better and maybe gain better grammar. But either way, I'm not allowed to give advice, but I am allowed to share my experience, and part of my reason for wanting to do this is that I went looking for people's experiences of motherhood, and what I found on YouTube, at least, there was some there, but what I found wasn't particularly useful. I'm going to be pretty nitty-gritty about what it's like being a mom. One of the things it's like is being sleep deprived. I don't look lovely and pretty and well dressed, and that's just the reality of being a mom. There's not much point in wearing my nice clothes if they're going to get spat up on, pooped on, thrown up on, stained with various food substances, you know, and I'm too tired to care. So that's my piece of motherhood reality today. Change of scenery due to bringing the baby up to the nursery. Mom needs some quiet time. So that brings me to my second reason for starting this channel, and that is the fact that I've noticed I am a consistently better mother in public than in private. Hi, Bob. You see him? Hanging out in his crib, having some quiet time, wiggle time. So I thought YouTube's fairly public. How about I have a channel where I can tell everybody what it's like to be a mom. If I'm thinking, hey, people are watching, then maybe I'll be a better mother. So really, it doesn't even matter if anybody's watching, as long as I can keep that sense of I'm always being observed, then I tend to stay more calm than I do otherwise. So that's my second reason for doing this, and maybe it'll be useful to you, but really the point is that it'll be useful to me, I hope, and to my kids, who deserve a loving, patient, kind mom, which isn't always what they get. So, who knows? Maybe this will help make me the perfect mother. Okay, that's just not going to happen anytime soon, but it's a little bit. It'll be a step in the right direction. Every little bit helps, and that's it for this little bit. So, till next time, bye. The background music was More Than a Dream by Solomon Keel, used with permission. Check out more at solomonkeel.com.